On this week's Flames Central, Liberty baseball battles in the postseason, and we break down a ridiculous year from Trevor Delaite.
We also hear from Flames QB Malik Willis and show you how he and his teammates are preparing for 2021. That's all coming up right now.
We are back in the ballpark for this week's edition of Flames Central. Thank you so much for joining us here at Liberty Baseball Stadium for what I'm confident will be an entertaining show.
Yeah, I have no doubt about that. He's Matt, I'm Rat. We've got a lot to get to today, including quite a bit of Liberty football to talk about. But first, we're going to start on the diamond with Flames baseball.
Yeah, Liberty earned a spot in the NCAA regionals. They were in Knoxville, considered the toughest regional in the country. And after winning their opener against Duke, then dropping their second game versus Tennessee, the Flames found themselves in an elimination game. The season was on the line, and the Blue Devils stood in their way once again. But you know the secret to taking pressure off in a game like this? Scoring 8 runs in the first inning. That's exactly what Liberty did, highlighted by a grand slam off the bat of Jalen Guy.
Nice.
That wouldn't be the last we'd hear from Guy in this game. Jump to the 7th, and this time, it's Guy robbing a home run. A spectacular play, one of many he's made this season. Offensively, Liberty would score 15 runs in the game, and on the mound, they got a great start from Mason Meyer. The lefty would pitch the first complete game of his career as LU wins it by the final of 15-4, advancing to the regional final. The number 3 national seed Tennessee was waiting for them there. The Vols beat Liberty 9-3 earlier in the regional, but this one would be much tighter. Tennessee getting a run in the 3rd on a Jake Rutger single, then a 2-run home run from Drew Gilbert made it 3-0 in the 5th. The 6th inning, though, looked promising for Liberty. They scored 1, then had 2 on and nobody out, but the Vols pitchers would retire the next 3 hitters to get out of the jam, and that would pretty much do it for the Flames. They fall 3-1, bringing an end to an incredible season in which they finished with a record of 41-6.
I mean, at the end of it, looking back and seeing our perseverance, starting out 2-5 obviously wasn't where we wanted to start. But then hearing Coach tell us that we hadn't lost back-to-back games since then, it's pretty cool. And just the friendships I got from this experience and how close the guys just grew together, I think was just so cool to see and see our development as a team every day just get better and better. And I think it was just super cool.
We just heard from Trevor Delaite, and what a year that young man had. Transferring to Liberty for his final season of collegiate baseball, and he gave LU one of the best single-season performances from the mound in program history. Our own Emily Austin dives into the spectacular year by Trevor Delaite.
Welcome to the Delaite Show. He wasn't around for long, but boy, did we feel his presence. The ace of Liberty's staff. The Flames call him Mr. Friday Night Lights. Trevor Delaite. He's a 6-foot lefty from Maine, and once you hear these numbers, it will be easy to understand why LU hit the transfer portal jackpot with this guy. The senior recently set a new program record with 12 wins on the season. Through his 16 starts, he compiled a 2.17 ERA. Oh, and he also struck out 88 in just over 100 innings. No surprise that the A-Sun Pitcher of the Year honors went to Trevor, and Delaite was also a member of the A-Sun All-Conference First Team. His 5 complete games and 3 shutouts led the A-Sun. He also holds the top spot in wins, innings pitched, and ERA as well. Oh, and hold tight, there's more. Delaite was recently chosen as one of 6 finalists for the 2021 National Pitcher of the Year, the first pitcher in Liberty program history to be named a finalist for the award. The Delaite Show may be over in a Flames uniform, but I think it's safe to say his name will remain as one of the greats in this program for quite some time.
Such a great year for Trevor Delay and all of Liberty baseball. Their season coming to an end means that summer is essentially upon us. And for Flames football, summer is a critical time. Many players are back on campus beginning workouts in preparation for 2021. And the man they're working with is strength coach Dom Studzinski. We caught up with him to learn more about his training philosophy.
Get to your racks, go. Get. Get to your racks, go.
The message delivered each day by Liberty football head strength and conditioning coach Dom Studzinski is one born out of experience, as strength training is a passion that began for him when he entered high school.
Fell in love with football. Knew that I was small at the time. As a freshman, I was young, but I was 130 pounds. I needed to grow. I needed to do something. I needed to put some mass on. So what did I do? I got in the weight room and ate. Well, from freshman year of high school, where I was 130 pounds, to ending my sophomore year in college, I went from 130 to 255 pounds, eating and training. I've been there, I've done that. I know what it takes. I understand the stress. I understand mentally what it's gonna require of you, but you can do it, and we're here for you.
For more than a decade, Coach Dom gained experience throughout the country, all the time crafting a strength and conditioning philosophy that he brought with him to Liberty.
When the guys come in here, we're gonna stick with our foundational squat, hinge, push, pull. We perform the Olympic lifts and their derivatives that are off of that. Our staff is very well versed in all of those movements. For our athletes, at the end of the day, when they come in here, this is a tool for them to get better at their sport, at their position. That's what it's for. It's a general ability that gets them better for their position, for their sport. So we want to make sure that that is known to them. They're not coming in here to be track stars. They're not coming in here to be Olympic lifters or power lifters. If they're good at it and they're proficient at it, that makes it better for us. We have a better athlete, a better foundation to build off of. But at the end of the day, we want to make sure that we are efficient in all of those movements. We're going to make sure that foundation is laid for these athletes.
And when you run a high-octane Hugh Freeze offense, a big part of that foundation is speed.
Speed. Go, go, go.
Sprinting for us is king.
Pretty. Get them legs moving.
We want to make sure that we're efficient at sprinting and all of the derivatives that come off of that, so all of our sprint mechanics. So we know that our offense runs a tempo offense. We have tempo offense, and we know our defense is going to see tempo offenses. So we have to prepare the athletes for that stress. We've got to make sure that they're ready for those rigors, not only during camp, but then also that 12-game season, 13-game season that comes. We want to prepare the athletes movement-wise for that. We also want to prepare them energy system-wise for that.
And the state-of-the-art facilities at Liberty, including a brand new weight room, make building that foundation even more effective.
This allows us to have more tools in our toolbox. That's big, okay? If we have more tools in the toolbox, now we're able to individualize more. So this weight room definitely helps out with that. The field work, the things that we have out there, the tools that we have out there just expands our toolbox so much, which is great. So this weight room definitely helps out with that.
And it also helps create specificity in training, allowing players to thrive with workouts designed for their individual needs.
Our big boys and our skill guys don't do the exact same things. They don't. The big boys are in the trenches. They have a different requirement than those skill guys. The skill guys run a lot more than the big boys do. So because of that on the field, our program, our templates look different for them. Now, there's a base foundation that is laid. There's a foundational program that's laid because football, there's a lot of the same similarities, but still at the end of the day, we're going to have differentiations between those groups.
But it's not just strength that Coach Dom and his staff are building. Relationships and trust are at the foundation of everything they do.
Here we're blessed. We have 5 full-time strength coaches that work with football and football alone. If there's anything that you do that is related to athletics and or outside of athletics, there's times where we go over to academics. There's times that we're up in the athletic training room. We're there. We're here for these athletes. It's great to have facilities. The facilities are grand. They're good to show off, but at the end of the day, you want to have athletes that come in, athletes that are hungry, athletes that want to be in here every single day and want to work with you. I want to work with those guys, and they want to work with us. There's a reason we build those relationships, and those relationships are forged over a long time that continue to go forward.
Well, recently we've seen a lot of Liberty football players posting their before and after pictures online. When they showed up on campus to a year, 2 years after working with Coach Dom and his staff, it is unbelievable the transformation we've seen from some of these guys.
Yeah, obviously these guys are getting faster and stronger, but I think the confidence that it gives them as well to play on the field, they're looking at themselves like, man, I look great, and that just goes right out onto the playing field.
Yeah, best if we don't take a look at pictures from a few years ago. We have not improved quite as much as those guys. All right, hey, we mentioned summer workouts are cranking up for the Flames. They began on Wednesday of this week, and with so much talent and so much personality all on the field at the same time, well, you knew they were going to have themselves a good time. Here's a short look at day one for Liberty back on the field.
We're working out here. Okay, tell me. We're working out here.
Work day. How great it feels to be back in one word.
section.
Hey, the boys back, baby.
Hey, we back.
The boys
Man.
back.
This summer, 2K21, we back.
Get what? Well, cannot wait to see how Malik performs this season. Now, Malik is not going to be the only Flame looking to show out this year. There are a large number of fresh faces that are hoping to impress the fan base this season as well. This week, we get to know Deron Lowe in our Take One series.
Deron Lowe, defensive back, return specialist from Kansas City, Kansas, redshirt senior from UTEP. Coach Huntley, he's from Kansas City, so we had a great connection. And the facilities are great, food, you really can't beat everything. Strength and conditioning, nutrition is an upgrade, so I'm really grateful for that. Business management, I want to be an entrepreneur and own multiple businesses around different states and cities to just better the community. One word I could say is electric. Field to field, I move pretty quick, I run, hit, try to pick the ball every chance I can get, and nobody really knows who I am, so I have to make a name for myself, being vocal, mentally and physically tough, bringing everyone together as a team so we could be the best in the nation. God first, family second, and then my brothers and my friends. I have like 12 of them, and 3 of them are in the league right now, so I'm just waiting on my opportunity to be there next. Last year at practice, I was just running pretty fast, and I just flew. I tripped like 5-10 yards, and it was just, nobody there was there. I was just running too fast, so I think that was pretty embarrassing.
Have I got some news for you? As it stands right now, Williams Stadium is going to be at full capacity, so be sure to get your season tickets for this upcoming year. You're not going to want to miss projected first-round pick Malik Willis throw some bombs and lead the Flames against the likes of Old Dominion, Louisiana, and Army. So be sure to call 434-582-SEAT or visit lufootball.com. Well, coming up, Liberty Hockey is on the move. We'll explain, and the top 5 plays from the baseball season.
Plus a brand new Warm, Hot, and Fuego. That's when Flames Central returns.
Liberty University is more than my sponsor. It's my school, too. Fuel your education at Liberty University.
Times are changing. At Liberty, we've made it our priority to grow, to learn, to improve. But even with all the change, our purpose remains. We want to equip people to go make a difference through their calling in their communities around the world. And though we are blessed with an amazing campus, our most valuable resource has always been the people, our students, and those who inspire them. It's the people who serve, maintain, support. It's you.
But what's really important? Not the buildings, not the mountain, not the property, but the young people who use these buildings, who study in these facilities. They are important.
No matter what the future holds, we will stay focused on our goal. And the people of Liberty University are how we will continue to carry out our mission. They are the ones who empower us to
Training champions for Christ.
Champions for Christ.
Training champions for Christ.
A bachelor's degree is more than a diploma. It's about standing on your own 2 feet so you can give back in a way no one else can. At Liberty University, we believe in giving back. So when you study online, you won't pay for books. And when you're out fighting for others, we have your back. By discounting your tuition and holding rates steady for over 6 years. Over 100 undergraduate degrees, 1 U, infinite possibilities.
Hey, welcome back to Flames Central. You know, Liberty Hockey has established itself as one of the top ACHA teams in the nation. But there are going to be some changes this offseason, namely leaving their conference. Our Rhett McGibbon gives us a look at what's in store for the Flames.
Every offseason has its fair share of changes, but this summer for Liberty Hockey is unique. The Flames graduated one of their largest classes in program history, but are also making the move from the Eastern States Collegiate Hockey Conference to an independent member of the ACHA.
We thought it's best for our situation if we go independent. We made some calls ahead of time and proactively looked at it to make sure we could get the quality independent teams on our schedule. And once we're able to, and able to get a lot of the similar teams from our conference to come and play us, we knew that it would probably be the best fit for us.
A fit that gives the Flames flexibility in their schedule and an opportunity to regularly play some of the top teams in the nation.
We have two great opportunities to prepare ourselves for the national tournament. One, we're going to North Dakota for a week. We'll find out if it's a good idea after we get back, but we're going out there to play 4 games over 6 days, and so we'll get a chance to play Minot twice and then Jamestown twice with a day off in between. As well, then we're going to the tournament in Chicago. Great opponents out there, Davenport, Illinois, UNLV, Minot, Adrian. There's some great teams out there, so we're looking forward to going to that tournament as well. And I think both those scenarios are really like scenarios that you'd find at the national tournament, where you have to play 4 games over 5 days or 3 games in 3 days.
Those games will be an invaluable experience to a Flames team that is retooled from a year ago.
We're going to have, 10 new players in our lineup this year, so it's going to allow them that nationals feel early on in the year, and we'll get an opportunity to see how we react. We feel like we've reloaded. We haven't rebuilt our team. We've reloaded, and we like the talent we're bringing in, and I really feel like we're going to put them in great opportunities to succeed this year.
Well, you heard Coach Kirk Handy mention that schedule. Here's a look at some notable games the Flames have on the docket for next season. Of course, you have those 4 with Minot State. Those will be huge. They always are. The other big games, though, you have 2 at home with Ohio. Really good program. And then you host UNLV with one of those games being played at midnight. Always a great environment for those games. Should be another fun year of rocking the rink. All right, we turn now to warm, hot, and fuego. Rhett, we've been doing some kind of special editions. This week, top 3 female athletes from the past athletic year. This was a hard decision to make, to narrow it down to 3.
We had some honorable mentions. I'm thinking Autumn Bishop, Brooke Bryan from lacrosse, who had 50 goals this season. Just some incredible performances from the ladies. You think volleyball, too. Lydia Burtz and Trinity Watts had stellar seasons.
All right, let's start with warm, and your pick for warm this week is who?
Azul Aricity Adeocean. She just had an unreal year. A freshman coming into the field hockey program, and, coming from a hockey background, ice hockey, not field hockey, a goaltender can just make all the difference in the world. And sometimes they have the ability to put you over the hump. And I think you saw that this season from Azul. You come in, you don't know what you're getting with a freshman. Like, could they stumble? That's possible. But then sometimes you get that story like you had this season where she just showed out. She was terrific. You think about it. Big East Defensive Player of the Year. Big East Co-Freshman of the Year. The accolades went on, and the confidence that a goaltender can give you in between the posts in a game is just incredible. And I think, going into next year, sophomore season, you bring a lot of offense back. Flames are going to be right there again.
Yeah, they are going to be really good. One of the top programs in the country next season.
For sure.
All right, from warm we go to hot. Who's your choice here?
Amber Bishop Riley. What a career that she had.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
And just a tremendous season this year. I go back to the Notre Dame game, and first time Notre Dame coming to Liberty, you're playing them, and it's just one of those games. It has weight to it, right? And you know that this is a big game, just historically for the school. She goes off with a home run. She hits a double, brings in her sister for the game-winning run, game-winning RBI for Amber. And it's just sad to see her go, in the sense that, we've been covering softball for 7-8 years now since the show's been on, and a lot of those years you remember the Bishop twins being a part of that, and now that's going to be no longer the case, but just a terrific career that she had, and best of luck in the future to her.
One of the all-time greats in the softball program, certainly. All right, finally, in fuego, in your mind, this is Rhett's decision, in his alone, top female athlete from the past year.
Chelsea Igbarasi. I think she just had a spectacular season. She's out in Eugene currently, getting ready for nationals out there. And you just look at what she was able to accomplish in that of her junior season, consistently throwing over 170 feet on the year, 4 first-place finishes, all-time hammer record in the ASUN, dropping the hammer.
Wow,
much
dropping
like
the hammer.
much like Thor. You know, you could get that going on. And then a second time in her career that she's able to go out to Eugene, and she's the only ASUN woman to ever go to nationals in a throwing event. So she has just had a tremendous season, just coming back obviously for her senior year. I think she'll build off that, and no surprise at all if she makes it to Eugene again next year for her third trip.
Great pick by you, and great for the track program that maybe it goes under the radar a little bit.
Totally.
Not any longer. Top female athlete of the year. Great job, Rhett. All right, still to come, the baseball season may be over for the Flames, but we take one last look back with the top 5 plays for Liberty baseball over the past season.
Some come for the crowd, the team, the community, or the love of the game. Others are game changers, here to fulfill their dream of impacting the world. We are here to help every student reach their goals by providing advanced learning, moving worship, competitive athletics, and an enriching social network. One thing is certain, as our campus grows, so does our passion for the things that truly matter. We remain strong in our commitment to deliver a premier Christian education to more than 125,000 students around the globe. Liberty offers over 700 academic programs, including nursing, aviation, cinematic arts, seminary, and law. Our combination of hands-on learning and dedicated faculty enables students to graduate job-ready, no matter what program they choose. Our thriving online community is no exception. We want to help distance learning students add a graduation cap to the many hats they wear, allowing them to be a part of our family without leaving theirs. Liberty's campus is alive with the heartbeat of true faith. Here, professors are mentors, classmates are worship leaders, and teammates are family members. Speakers from all walks of life address one of the largest Christian gatherings in the nation, challenging students to grow in many different ways. Liberty's vibrant spiritual life ignites students with a passion for the gospel. Our athletes compete at the highest collegiate level with 20 NCAA Division I teams. The Liberty Flames have captured more than 150 conference titles, and their intensity continues to light up the playing field. A thriving club sports and intramural program also provides plenty of opportunities to be a part of the team. But social life is not limited to the confines of our stadiums. Whether it's a world-class musical concert or a professional theatrical performance, there are many ways to take a study break with friends. We have over 7,000 acres of campus to explore and encourage students to test their limits with hiking, biking, and shredding the slopes at Liberty Mountain Snowflake Center. Our campus continues to develop as we build the framework for an exciting future. We are striving to remain on the cutting edge of higher education. As the momentum builds, our mission remains the same. We always have and always will be training champions for Christ.
Hey there, friends. Welcome back to Flame Central. You know, we've touched on it today, but it truly was a remarkable year of Liberty baseball that we soon won't forget.
Yeah, great year. Came with a number of amazing plays, and we highlight those now in our Flame Central top 5 plays from the baseball season. Let's start out play number 5. Flames facing Kennesaw State, a pivotal conference series, and Brady Gulikowski up and away. Off the top of the Flame train, Gulikowski finished the year with 10 home runs, really came on in the second half of the season, and that home run certainly the most memorable.
It was. Play number 4, while we've seen a number of people smash into the wall with an unfavorable result, not Jake Wilson, the Flames right fielder, with a flying grab into the wall. This would rob a multi-base hit from the Dolphins. The ability to hold onto the ball and still make some solid contact with that dilapidated fence out there.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, truly remarkable.
Yeah, all right, play number 3, Jalen Guy. You're going to hear his name again in just a few minutes. We've grown accustomed to these kind of plays from this young fella. It looked to be a sure home run to dead center field, and it is snatched from the pearly gates of home run heaven, as they might say, Rhett. Look at the vert on Jalen Guy getting on up. That what blows your mind, Rhett? This is play 3.
Yeah,
You're telling me we've got 2 better than this? How do we do better than this?
I don't know, but let's take a look at it here. Play number 2, Aaron Anderson. Flipping great catch, as I like to say. He just got it done. This one just astonishes me. The Jacksonville, Florida native, taking no count for his own life into this catch, flipping over. There's rocks over there.
Right.
I know you know that, but what a grab it was. I really have no words for that play. Like, just other than incredible and astonishing.
Your job to have the words, right? You're the broadcaster here.
That was absolutely amazing.
All right, play number 1. We told you Jalen Guy would be back. Conference play with Lipscomb trying to tie the game up. That's when Superman in center field would break out the best play of the season. The diving catch is one thing, but then the strike to home plate, the ball gets there in time for the tag. Easily the best play. It went viral on social media that night, and we can't wait to see what Jalen Guy has up his sleeve in the future.
I know. I watched that play when it happened so many times. Like, I swear, 15 times. It was amazing.
It was. All right, hey, we're about out of time. Thank you so much for joining us this week. As always, go to libertyflamescentral.com to check out all our stories. And check out the podcast as well. It's been really good of late. We hope you'll check that out. He's Rhett. I'm Matt. Thank you so much for watching. See you right back here next week.
Welcome to the School of Aeronautics at Liberty University. We're excited about our growing UAS program and what we have to offer. As the industry expands and the need for more pilots increases, a degree from Liberty University could be the beginning of your exciting career as a UAS pilot. Career opportunities cover a wide range of areas, from civilian industry to military contracting to UAV maintenance. You're sure to find an area that interests you. With many companies embracing the technology such as retail giant Amazon, the industry is secure and open to many new workers. If a more exhilarating and fast-paced environment is right for you, there are positions as a military contractor where you will perform many reconnaissance and support missions, aiding our troops and potentially saving the lives of those serving our country. We're proud to offer training and certification through Textron Systems, one of the industry's leading companies in small to medium-sized UAVs with its Aerosonde aircraft. Earning a degree from our program also means you'll get to experience college on our beautiful 7,000-acre campus. We're nearing completion of a $1 billion renovation, giving our students the very best campus experience possible. So come join us at Liberty University Aviation and begin your exciting career in the UAS industry.